Thank you. Welcome back to the Home Slice. Cheers, guys. It's good to see you around. Today I'm going to be testing the Jensen Knives Coastal Camper. If you've been following along, then initially we did an outdoors test with this where the edge didn't hold up amazingly, but I stumbled across a really good sharpening protocol, 17 degrees per side, micro convex on a denim strop, and that's been working wonders for me here. So I've actually put this to 90 minutes of some pretty hard chopping use. If you want to see that, you can check out the video up here. And now we're going to do one of our traditional combat kitchen episodes. I initially was going to have this compete with the Falkneven A1, but I haven't tested the Falkneven A1 in a chopping test yet. And so I have a best machine, and I think I'll turn this into a single standalone video. And then as soon as we get the A1 done, we can always cross-compare the best numbers and experience at that point, and I'll make a single video for the Falkneven A1 as well. But anyway, without further ado, let's get into it and see how this thing does. Yeah. Oh, that's good.
What happened?
That's really good. Okay. The knife did really good, Jem. Oh, I hit the handle. Okay, let's try that again. Oh, donezo. 2 strikes. 2 strikes. Look how clean that is. That severed individual seeds. Holy guacamole. Look how clean that is. Wait. Good job, my bro. This is insane. Wow. Oh, what? Amazing. Right. Wow.
It smells like rat dye and
What? This is so crazy. This is so good. Should have done that in the other order. It's okay. That was epic. Oh my goodness. Wait. That's so good. That's so good.
Double.
All right, girls. Who wants a carrot first?
I don't.
Gemma? Some carrots?
Okay.
Come on. Wade. So good. Guys, this is next level. Look at that. Done. Okay. See what we can do with apple flaking here. Here, Mara. Apple. Gemma, you want your apple? That's good. Oh my gosh. It tapers to nothing. Look at that. Oh my goodness. This thing is 3 millimeters thick, and the apple is half the spine thickness. So that's about 1.5 millimeters thick apple slice. Come on. Need I say more? All right, we have come to the classic edge retention test of my Combat Kitchen episodes, the squishy tomato. So, after 90 minutes of work, chopping in wood and dirt and all manner of stuff, and chopping through a pumpkin and everything we just did, is this capable of slicing a tomato? Now we're gonna do this in a pinch grip from the balance point. I gotta find the balance point, so it's right back there somewhere between those two fingers. So from the balance point, and no extra pressure pushing down on the tomato. We get 5 passes, and we're gonna start in the sweet spot of chopping for the knife.
Can I hold? Can I hold this stick?
Look at that. Look at that, my friends. So we're still tomato slicing sharp in this stainless steel, guys. Nitro V at 63 Rockwell. So good. Thanks so much to Wade for providing this knife. Oh, I am just so pleased with the results. Mara, do you want some more tomato?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, look at that. Here, Mara. Oh my goodness. Effortless.
Ooh, that's delicious.
So sharp. Okay, Mara, you can turn on. I do. Okay. Got it? Okay. We'll make it bright. Is it misadjusted or is it? No, it's good. Okay.
We need to wash this off.
We need to wash it off?
Mm-hmm.
Did you spill the bubbles?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm sorry, kiddo. We'll deal with it in just a second, okay? So this was just, we're not on a super steady surface, so it'll be give or take 10%, I'd say. But this was at 242 before the test, roughly. It's frozen there at 243, isn't it? And now we are up at 321. So slamming through that pumpkin skin did take a little bit of a toll, at least on that portion of edge. But overall, I am 100% pleased. Okay, I looked at the edge and there was still quite an amount of tomato crud stuck to it. I don't imagine that would have changed a best score much, but let's just, to be extra sure.
I washed my hands, Baba.
You washed your hands?
Mm-hmm.
Good job.
And we need to get this to wash my hands.
328. No, that's a pretty accurate. Those are two different spots on the edge, so somewhere mid 300s. I'm happy with that. For 63 HRC, that's pretty awesome. Push this button. Push it hard. Push, push, push. Nice. All done. Whew. Just have a moment to let the results sink in. Watching the girls today. I'm gonna hop out in about 3 minutes and go play with them on a playground. I promise them if they're relatively quiet, then I'll come out and blow some bubbles and play on the playground. So that'll be fun. What a blessing they are. But anyway, back to the coastal camper. So just reflecting on the results, I would say handle-wise, this is the best handle that I have tested out so far. I think I like it even better than the handle on my kitchen knife when I actually tested that. So that's quite cool. I think the carrot was stupid easy. The way that carrot skin just sailed off was ridiculous. And I think even the closest thing that I can compare this experience to is when I tested the Wusthof kitchen knife in the combat kitchen test. I'll put a link to that original one up here. And then the other test that I've done was the K-Bar and the SE and the SE6 and the Tops Silent Hero. And of all of those, the Tops Silent Hero was the nicest like outdoors knife. But nothing has really compared to the experience of the kitchen knife until now. I would say because the edge actually held up on this better, that I would say that this was more enjoyable to peel the carrot and the pumpkin with, simply because I think it's a little thicker behind the edge than my kitchen knife, but the edge actually stayed straight and functional, which did not happen with my kitchen knife. So that's quite cool. I say that the one area where the kitchen knife beat this was in the apple slice. In the apple slice with this, you need a little bit of behind the edge thickness, and it still kind of broke the apple. It didn't slice cleanly all the way through, which I believe, if I remember right, the kitchen knife went through the apple just because of that thin geometry. It went through and cut all the way without breaking any of it. However, that said, this did better, I think, in the apple flaking because it has held such of an edge. I got that micro thin slice. I like the pinch grip. I think if I was to ask Wade to custom design one of these for me, I would probably have him thin it even a little bit more and get it closer to the tang. But the pinch grip is really well executed. The ergonomics are super solid. And overall, this is a joy. Like I literally am considering this, like putting this on like my kitchen magnet and like making this a kitchen knife for a while to just enjoy it. Because 63 Rockwell Nitro V is just such a delight. It's ridiculous. My Carta was super grippy on this and no problems whatsoever with slipping or anything like that. Probably the second, if we include the 1000 chop tests, it's probably the second best tomato test that I've done. The first best tomato test was actually the K-Bar Becker. after the 1000 chop test, I believe with the 17-degree micro convex, the same edge that this took, it actually like razored through the skin on the first slice. So that was a little bit better. This punctured the skin on the third slice. That said, the K-Bar Becker is leaning a bunch of weight over the tomato, so it's not really entirely fair. Anyway, overall, I love this knife. I think of all the knives that I have tested so far, I would recommend this as an all-purpose camp knife more than any other. I think the Silent Hero and the K-Bar Becker are adequate for food prep, and you get a little bit more chopping power with them, but I would say this, in terms of balance and being an all-rounder, is probably the best knife that I have tested so far. It's not designed for a woody environment, so I'd say like if you had like a small hatchet, if you're living in a place like New Zealand, where I'm at right now, if you brought with you a small hatchet, this and a hatchet, like you're set for life, like almost any environment. If you're up in the tropics where Wade is, where he designed this is going to be all you need, because you're going to be able to find dried out fire wood and materials to burn quite easily. Anyway, I just want to say a huge thank you to Wade Jensen. Thanks for making this. Thanks for sending this to me. Thanks for listening to me when I said make it harder than we should. I'm so glad we did. It's so beautiful. Yeah, and I'll be excited. I'll reflect back on this, and particularly on the best numbers and the ease of different tasks in the test when I do the Falconeven Combat Kitchen episode. We'll just see a real interesting like stainless to stainless comparison. The Falconeven has held an edge, like a good edge, for the longest period of time in the chopping tests, surprisingly, outstripping even 1095 Crovan and everything else that I've tested so far. So I don't know if that edge holding will give the Falconeven a bit of a leg up, but it'll be real interesting to compare those results later. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great day. Thanks for tuning in. I'll just say, hey, peace out. I'm gonna go chill with my daughters. Bye.